there, champions. How are you folks doing? Well, we all have heard about this saying, your business is the reflection of who you are. What does this really mean? Well, your business is an outcome of the decisions that you've made. All the business that we see around are exactly the way they are because we chose to do something and we chose not to do something. Decisions to hire, decisions not to hire, decisions to keep a product or add a product in the portfolio or to remove a product in the portfolio, decision to work with certain vendors, decisions to not work with certain vendors, decision to learn something and solve problems, decision to decide to live with the problem, decision to conclude that there is no way to change, decision to conclude that you will figure out a way to change. All of these decisions decide whether the organization that you are leading is going to grow or is going to stay where it is. Decisions are not easy, and I'm by no means saying that taking a decision is a cakewalk. It is not. But there is a way we can make this easy and objective. Keep watching this video to know how. Welcome back, champions. My name is Hardik Harsora and I am your management consultant making videos that can help you grow your business. If you think whatever I say makes sense and you think a conversation with me can help you propel and grow your business, well, in that case, go on to my website, select a relevant area where you need help, answer a few questions, and there you have a one-time free no cost consultation session with me. Decision making is what we are talking about today, and we are talking about a method to make it easy. But you know what that method should have? That method should have and should take care of the things that make decision making difficult. So there are three things that actually make decision making difficult. Number one, the presence of emotions. When we are fearful, we make decisions based on our fear. When we are excited and thrilled because you probably went to a motivational seminar, then we take decisions with that motivation. When we are confused, we take decisions or rather decide to not take decisions with that confusion. So emotions play a very, very big role. The second thing that makes decision making cumbersome is the presence of too many decision makers, stakeholders. If you're a solo entrepreneur, chances are you will be able to decide quite faster because you don't have many people giving opinions. At best, you may ask your wife. But if you have a business partner, or if you run a family business and you have your uncles and your father and everybody else deciding for the business, you may be struggling to juggle between everybody's opinions and everybody's fear. The third thing that makes decision making very difficult is when you have to decide between two right sounding options. Imagine you're trying to decide on whether you should go take a software. The software taking is not an easy decision because it's going to cost you a lot when you take it. But then not taking it and not allowing yourself with that pressure of big cost, you are going to continue to take stress of managing your business without a systematic system. So we need a tool or a mechanism that can tackle all of these three problems. And the tool that I'm going to share with you is very, very simple. It does not require softwares to implement it. You can do it on a simple Microsoft Excel. And this tool, I call it Decision Making Matrix. So let's jump into the Excel and see how we are going to use this tool. Okay guys, so here is the Excel sheet, and this is all that you need to go about doing this decision making matrix. Now decision matrix has these three things. First one is nothing but options. Options is all the options that you have at your disposal. So you got to choose one of those options. The second one is goals. What do you intend to achieve out of that decision? Why are you taking that decision in the first place? And the third one is a rating scale. This is what will make it more objective and eradicate the emotions that we spoke about. So let's look at the rating scale first and get that out of the way. So rating scale, I recommend you have a 3-point rating scale. So that is 3, 2, and 1. Don't go for a 5 or a 10 rating scale, because then you are introducing ambiguity. Um, 3-point rating scale is fairly easy to understand. So let's say 3 is good, 2 is okay, and 1 is bad. Now, let's say you were to take a decision, and now to understand this example better, let us take a problem that we have to decide. So, the problem that I'm choosing to take, very easy to understand, is should we continue with telecalling? Okay, cold calling. So, the statement, the problem, that the decision that we are making is, should we continue with telecalling? And this is the decision that we want to take. So now we're going to come to the options. So the options are, we continue, we don't continue, and we probably replace it with social media ads. So we say social media ads. Okay, we said don't continue with cold calling, but instead do social media ads. So these are the options that I have to select from. Now, what is it that we are looking in terms of goals? So if we have to do telecalling or if we have to do social media, what is it that we really want to achieve? So the first thing that we want to achieve is reach. We want to reach a lot of people by doing this activity. The second thing that we really want to do is we want to know the market sentiment for what we are offering, because if we know how the market is behaving much better, then we will be able to offer it slightly differently. We also have to make sure that it does not surpass a certain cost. So I'm taking the cost bucket also, because we want to achieve these goals but at a reasonable cost. And the last, obviously, we are doing telecalling, so I'm looking at conversion, which is actual business. Now we got to go about rating these 4 parameters. You can have 40 such parameters and you can get going and rate them. So let's say reach for telecalling, which is we continue doing telecalling. I think reach will be okay, so I'm going to say 2. Market sentiment, I think we will get a very good market sentiment, because we are talking to people. When you talk to people, you can ask several questions, so I'm going to rate that as 3. um, cost, I don't think I'm going to incur any additional cost, because I already have a team to do telecalling and we are doing it. That is why the question is, should we continue doing telecalling? So I'm going to say okay, so there is no cost, so it's going to be 3 for me. Conversion, okay, conversion is like okay, so I'm going to rate it 2. Now we don't continue is an easier option, because you're not going to get anything out of this, so everything will be 0. So I don't think this is an option, so it's like 1 throughout, right? So yeah, I have to figure out an alternative, because I want these things to happen. I want the reach, I want the market sentiment, I want the conversion. So won't do anything is not an option. So let's say the second option, somebody suggests social media. So social media, would that give me a larger reach than telecalling? Anytime, yes, it will. So I'm going to go about rating that a 3. Market sentiment, would I know how the market feels, the people who reject? No, I don't think I will know that, so I'm going to say 1. Cost, do you think social media is going to cost me additionally? Yes, but it will be lesser than the cost that I'm currently incurring on telecalling. One person, I spend 20,000 rupees. On social media, if I spend the same kind of money, I will get a far greater reach. So in terms of cost benefit, I think social media wins the game there, so I'm going to say 3. And conversion, would I have conversions there? Well, the answer to that is no. I may not have conversion, so I'm going to say 2. Now, what we are going to do is this: we are going to sum up all of these ratings. When I sum up Telecalling, I get 10 points. Obviously, doing nothing is 4. And when I sum up social media, I get 9 points. What do you think is my benefit here? I think the benefit is to continue doing telecalling because it gives me reach, which is substantial. It gives me market sentiments, which is important. It gives me the cost benefit. I don't have to incur anything extra, and conversion also is okay. Whereas when it comes to social media, I miss out on the market sentiment, which is extremely crucial for me to take decisions. Now that you have seen the tool, I wish you all the very best in its implementation, because knowing is not going to get you the progress. Doing will. If you like this video, do hit a big fat thumbs up. Share it with anybody who needs help on decision making. Definitely share it with your stakeholders, your parents, your anybody who's in your family who is a part of the business, your business partner. Share it with them. And if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, well, do subscribe to this channel to know more tools, more techniques to grow your business. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep implementing, and keep propelling.